Hello and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you Canva's brand new AI release, which they call Magic Studio. Now as you can see here, it says all the power of AI all in one place. Magic Studio brings together the best AI powered tools for you and your team right inside of Canva. So what this basically means is they've developed a whole bunch of AI tools that you can use inside of Canva to help you save time and also to help boost your creativity. Now some of the things they have actually introduced are really interesting, so in this video I'm going to be going over everything they've released, and I'm also going to be showing you how to use some of these AI tools. So the first tool that they have is Magic Design. They say here you can create custom, on-brand and attention-grabbing content in seconds. And they give a little example down here. So as you can see, they typed in company culture social posts, and it basically created an entire photo based off that prompt. So here's a little example of how this works. As you can see, I typed in spring themed invitation for a wedding, and here are the results it gave us, and it's basically created all of these templates from us straight from AI, which is actually really impressive. And this can help save you a bunch of time because you'll no longer need to spend time designing all these things. You can simply just type in exactly what you want and it will give you these really impressive results. Now next up we have Magic Switch. This allows us to do a whole bunch of things such as swap formats, languages and dimensions in a snap. So here's an example of how Magic Switch works. We can access it in the top left corner up here, and then when we click on it we have these new options. So we can either translate our design into another language, or we can transform it into a doc. And from here we'll be able to transform it into any of these things that we want: a summary, a blog post, a poem, all text, email, or a song lyric. Now next up is probably one of the craziest things they have actually added, and this is Magic Media. Now this basically allows us to turn text into video, which is absolutely mind-blowing. And this can be really useful if you're struggling to find some certain stock footage or something like that, where you need a very specific video. You can simply now use Canva to turn your text into video. So here's an example of how it works. You first need to open up Magic Media at the bottom, and then you can head over to the video tab, and here you just want to describe a scene to generate a few seconds of video. And you can also click here to try an example, so I'm going to try that out now. So here it says a wide shot of a water lily floating in a pond. So all you have to do is click generate video, and in 1 to 2 minutes it will actually generate this video for us based off that text prompt that we just entered. So as you can see, our video has now been generated, and that is pretty much exactly what we asked for. Now of course it isn't perfect, and you can sort of tell in this video it's AI because some of those lilies actually move a bit strange and not exactly how they would in real life. But considering it's generated this clip just off a short sentence, that was absolutely mind-blowing to me. And as you can see here anyway, it says we're evolving this technology with you, so please report the video if it doesn't seem right. And I'm sure this would be really interesting if you'd added tons of detail into the prompt, and it would be cool to see what sort of results you'd get from that. Now as well as text to video, they also have text to image, so you can also try that out in the same tab where the video was. Just like the video was up here in Magic Media, to get to images you just switch over to images. And from here, you can type in what you want, or just like last time, we can also try an example. So let's try this one that just gave me fried eggs on a plate with salad, and we'll see what sort of image we get from that prompt. And as you can see, these are starting to load in now, and they're super realistic, and they generated really fast. So as you can see, these are super realistic. If someone told you this was a real photo, you'd probably believe them. I mean, this looks pretty much indistinguishable from real life. And the amount of detail on it is crazy, even when it comes to the herbs in the egg. Now you can also add some styles to your images as well. So if we wanted to generate it again and have it dreamy, for example, we can choose this dreamy filter. And when it generates again, it will do the same prompt, but this time it will add that filter on top of it as well. So as you can see, it's now generated a more cartoon version of that image. And this is really impressive. I mean, this looks like some really high quality artwork, but it's literally just been generated from AI in a matter of seconds. So next up, they have Magic Expand. You may have already seen this on Photoshop's beta version. So it basically allows you to expand the photo, and you can add even more of a background to a photo. So here's an example of this in action. You simply choose your photo, choose where you want to expand it, and it will use AI to fill in the blank, and it will basically add more to your photo that didn't used to exist. Now this is going to be seriously useful for design, because if you have a photo that's not big enough, for example, you can simply just put it in the middle, then expand it so that it fits the entire page or whatever you are working on. Next up, there's Magic Grab, and this helps you redesign images. So you can basically select and separate the subject of your photo so that you can edit, reposition or resize it. So as you can see in this example here, the hot air balloon was in this shadow. But with Magic Grab, you're able to basically take it out of where the photo used to be and then move it and change it however you like. And here's an example of this in action. You can simply pick up your subject and move it and then redesign it exactly how you like. Next up, we have Magic Edit, and this allows us to reimagine our image to add, replace, or edit it with a short written prompt. So here's an example of how this works. To start with, you first have to brush over the image which you're trying to change. So let's just say I was changing this handbag. I'll just highlight it all like this and make sure all of what we want to change is purple. And then from there, we can select continue. And now we want to describe what to add or change. So I can say something like change the handbag so it has a black and white design. And from here, I'm just going to go ahead and click generate. And we'll see what sort of results this prompt gives us. So this one isn't perfect. I did say black and white and this is just black. However, the fact that it's able to change colours or things like that is pretty impressive. And I'm sure with a bit of time, this technology is going to improve so much. Next up, we have Magic Eraser. And this allows us to brush away unwanted details and distractions from your photos. So here's an example of how this works. You can simply brush away what you want to remove and then use the Magic Eraser and it will simply just get rid of it and replace whatever in the background and you'd never even know it was gone. Next up, there's background remover, and this one's pretty straightforward. It simply just removes the background of an image. And here's a little example of how this works. You can simply just remove the background and it will cut around your subject perfectly and you'd never even see the background was even there. Next up, we have Magic Animate, and this allows us to instantly apply animations and transitions. So this is how this works. You want to grab your recommended style, paste it onto your slideshow, and from there it will animate everything that's in your design and make it look really clean and professional, just like that. Now next up, they have Magic Morph, and this one is another great tool that's going to be really useful for designs. So you can turn ordinary into extraordinary in seconds. So for this example, they've used foil balloon, and if we just drag this along here we can see this is the AI version that I'm dragging across now. And it turned this basic image into this just off the description of what we want the letters to look like. Now, of course, this works with other prompts. This is gingerbread, cotton yarn, gold, and fruit salad. And as you can see, the level of detail on this is really, really impressive. And this can be really useful for creating patterns and textures for our designs. Next up, we have Magic Write. And this allows us to reword sentences or paragraphs and summarize and expand text. So what you'd have to do to get that to work is first click on the text box where you've got your writing. And then from there, you'll see this Magic Write button pop up and we can click on that. And here we have some options. So we can fix the spelling if there's some errors in there. And we can also do some more things. So we can rewrite it. We can make it more fun, more formal. And we can also summarize it. So this is going to be really helpful for those people who aren't that good at copywriting. So now, if you no longer know how to word your sentence, you can now use Magic Write to help you. And here's an example at the bottom to show what Magic Studio can do for you. So if you're an enterprise, you can empower every employee to communicate visually. You get an all-in-one design solution, and you harness the power of AI safely. For small businesses, you can use it to transform and scale your content. You can use it to stay on brand, and you can also engage your audience. If you're using this for personal, you can kickstart the creative process, you can edit with ease, and you can supercharge any design with AI. And finally, if you're an educator, this can also come in handy for you because you can use it to engage and inspire your students. You get creativity at your fingertips, and there's also streamlined planning all in one place. Now, if we need to know more about Canva Studio, you can head to the bottom of the page where there's frequently asked questions. And there's a few more questions that you can look at if you wanted to learn a bit more about it. In order to actually access it, you do need to buy Canva Pro, and that costs £99.99 per year for one person. Now, if you've got a team of people and you're looking to buy this, you can actually calculate how much that's going to be for your team. So you could put in, say, 10 people in your team, and if you wanted to pay monthly, that would come out at £90.94 per month for a total of 10 people. But in conclusion, I totally recommend everyone to try out Magic Studio for themselves and just try out every different tool and just see what it is actually capable of, because some of these things that they have added are absolutely crazy. Things like text to video, being able to create styles and patterns just from text is absolutely mind-blowing, and it's going to change the way people work forever. So this has been my tutorial on how to use Magic Studio for beginners. Hopefully now that you've watched this video, you understand what every single tool does. And hopefully, if you're looking to buy this, you now know whether it's a good suit for you or your team. So if you found this video helpful, please comment down below to say this video helped you out, and also like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.